So we're living in a world where AI seems to know literally everything. It can pass the bar exam. It can write flawless essays. And it leaves us with this huge looming question. What's our unique value? I mean, where do we as humans actually fit in anymore? Okay, just picture this for a second. You're in a job interview, but your competition, it's not another person. It's an AI that has scanned and memorized every single thing you've ever written and can spit it back out perfectly. The hiring manager asks a question that needs, real empathy, a genuine human connection. The AI gives a technically perfect answer, but it's completely hollow. But you can draw on a real memory, a real feeling. And that right there, that's your superpower in this new world. So the core problem we're all facing is this idea of knowledge hyperinflation. Think about it like money. When there's too much of it, its value goes down. Well, the same thing is happening with information. There's just so much of it, which means the value of simply knowing a fact is dropping, and it's dropping fast. And the scale of this is, well, it's pretty mind-boggling. IBM once predicted that the sum of human knowledge could soon be doubling every 12 hours. Just let that sink in for a moment. Every 12 hours. It means anything you learn today is just a tiny drop in an absolutely massive ocean by tomorrow. This isn't some far-off future. This is the reality we're dealing with right now. And look, this isn't science fiction anymore. These advanced AI models like GPT-4 are already performing in the top 10% on medical licensing exams. They're outscoring a huge number of humans on the bar. They've completely mastered the kind of knowledge we used to spend years of our lives trying to acquire. Which, of course, brings us to the most urgent question of our time. If an AI can learn everything we're supposed to know, what's our contribution? What's our edge? What is possibly left for us to do? And here's the answer. It's not about knowing more stuff. It's all about judgment. It's about deciding what to build, how to lead a team, how fast we can learn something new, how far we can look into the future, and how we pivot when things go wrong. See, it's not about having the information. It's about deciding what to do with it. So how do we get better at this whole judgment thing? Well, it turns out there's a toolkit, a set of 5 core human skills that together act like a fortress, protecting our unique value. These are the skills that are going to define success in what we can call the new judgment economy. So let's break them down one by one. All right. First up is taste. And no, I'm not talking about your favorite food or anything. This is about being a curator of quality. We live in a world where AI can generate a million options in a second, but it has absolutely no clue which of those options are actually good or meaningful or, which ones will actually connect with people. Think about it like this. An AI can spit out 1,000 different marketing slogans in the blink of an eye, but a human with taste, they're the one who can look at that list and pick the one phrase that tells a real story, the one that actually moves an audience. That's the power of taste, discerning what truly matters. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? AI is an absolute master at remixing things that already exist. It's a pattern matching machine, but genuine invention, true originality, the kind that understands culture and creates something the world has never seen before, yeah, that's still our game. And the great news is taste is a skill you can actually build. You can practice it. Don't just consume stuff, compare it. Actively ask yourself, why does this version work so much better than that one? And then try to explain your reasoning to someone else. Every time you do that, you're sharpening your own judgment, building your own taste. Okay, next up, we've got a really powerful 1-2 punch, agency and velocity. This combo is all about taking the initiative to lead the way and then learning fast enough to actually stay ahead of that crazy curve we talked about. An AI is an incredible order follower. You tell it what to do, and it does it. But it has zero initiative. Extreme agency, on the other hand, is your ability to define the mission in the first place. You're not waiting for instructions. You're the one who identifies a need, sets a goal, and rallies the resources to make it happen. You're a path setter. When a technical skill you have can become totally obsolete in just a few months, your single most valuable asset is how fast you can learn the next thing. Learning velocity isn't just about cramming new facts. It's the meta skill of learning how to learn. It's what makes you endlessly adaptable. And here's a really crucial difference between us and AI, at least for now. We learn constantly from every single new experience. AI models, for the most part, are static. Their knowledge is basically frozen in time after their training is done. Our ability to learn and adapt on the fly, that's a massive, massive advantage. All right, let's wrap up with our final 2 skills. These are all about perspective and resilience. It's our ability to keep an eye on the long-term vision while also, gracefully handling the absolute chaos of the present moment. We call this the intent horizon. As a human, you can hold a vision in your head for years and let that vision guide every action you take. In AI, it's basically amnesic between conversations. It can react brilliantly to an immediate prompt, but it has no capacity for a sustained long-term purpose. We are the ones who provide the why. Just think about any busy workday. You're juggling emails, a big project, unexpected meetings, a phone call. That ability to get interrupted, pivot to something else, and then come back to your original task without a complete meltdown, that is a uniquely human skill. We can handle real-world chaos in a way that program systems just can't. And just like taste, you can get better at this. Use planners and notes to keep track of where you left off. Deliberately practice switching between different kinds of tasks, and try a little mindfulness to stay calm when things get crazy. It's all about learning to manage that inevitable chaos with grace. So how do all these different pieces actually fit together? Well, these type skills aren't just isolated traits you might have. They combine to form this powerful, future-proof toolkit that really defines our irreplaceable human edge in the age of AI. This table sums it all up perfectly, right? Taste gives you quality control. Agency provides the vision and initiative. Learning velocity makes sure you can always adapt. Intent horizon maintains that long-term purpose, and interruptibility gives you the flexibility to handle anything. Put them all together, and you become indispensable. And this quote just brings it all home. Let the AI handle the speed. Let it do the heavy lifting, the calculations, the raw processing. Our job, our uniquely human value, is to provide the wisdom, the ethics, and the direction. So let's end on this thought. Don't look at AI as a competitor you should be afraid of. See it as an incredibly powerful tool that you get to wield. You are the architect. You're holding the blueprints. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?